Hey guys, my name is John Speciala and I am a podcaster with Solutions Paper. On our very episode today, we're going to meet a very beautiful guest, Miss Titilope Fadare.
Well, it felt like a dream come true. I think the Female Reporters Leadership Program began in 2017, and at that time, I was still doing my service at the Nation newspaper. And when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I'm a female reporter. Why not just do this?" But I always believe in timing. Basically, I feel like maybe God felt like it's not like you need to pass through some processes basically for you to come out. For you to eventually get picked. So it didn't deter me because I saw the products, I saw the results in the lives of people who went through that fellowship. And it was something that I felt like every female journalist should have because it sort of launches you into your career. I wrote the story is on how Lagos and Sokoto states, how residents in these states are tackling gender-based issues, and the approach rather is solutions journalism. And I think I sort of fell in love with solutions journalism because I was tired of hearing lamentations over and again. And I don't know where I particularly got the training from, but I just like the fact that people are creating change from the little that they find from the little that they have. And that particular usually when we talk about GBV issues, they're always negative. They're always about the survivors not getting justice, or the perpetrators getting away, or just like life-changing or altering situations for the survivors. But in this situation, this is totally different. It is away from the failed justice system and all of that. It is about the society taking responsibility themselves, saying that we recognize that this is our issue, and we're actively taking solutions or taking steps to get solutions. And it was an NGO, Project Alert. They trained surveillance teams in Lagos and Sokoto states where we have like high prevalence of GBV. And they selected surveillance. Of course, they had to, approach community leaders for them to get their support and for them to understand that this is an issue and they need to also tackle it. And from there, they picked persons who were really passionate about this idea. And it's amazing how they are able to run with it even without support. They don't get money for this. These are things that people should know about. And I feel like if this approach is replicated across Nigeria, the goal of ending issues regarding GBV basically will be achieved. So you find them, serving as responders in GBV cases. Whenever there's a case, people easily reach out to them. Whereas in the situation where most times when you have a GBV case, they would always call a NGO or an NGO rather, or maybe a police officer and all of that. But there's that gap between the people will not readily want to reach an NGO. Yes. So, but when they find out that this person is our resident, this person is like in Yoruba they call it Tiwantiwa, like this person is our person, the person understands our issue, they will readily want to go and report such case. And that is where you see an increase in reported cases unlike before. And then in a place like Sokoto State that is quite conservative, where women's issues are not really spoken about, there you find women coming out to say, I've been raped, I have this issue, and I'm looking for help basically. So yeah, it was something really amazing for me, amazing to see, because when I was going to that fellowship, I had a totally different story to write. And when we were being trained, the person from Project Alert, Mrs. Chukuma, was one of our facilitators, also mentor, and she was just giving us the training, normal training, and then she mentioned that, okay, so my NGO is doing this, and I'm like, I hope nobody heard this because it's going to be my story. And then, so after the whole training, I contacted her. She linked me up with her Lagos branch and Sokoto branch, and I traveled to Sokoto State for that report. And it was amazing to see that, lives are impacted and the stereotypes are beginning to change, basically. I feel, for me, solutions journalism is responding. It's like a journalism that spotlights the positives of a situation, basically. Taking it from a totally different perspective, not necessarily focusing on the problem, but focusing on how people are doing things differently. And why it is important is because, are you not tired of hearing the same news over and again? If not because I'm a journalist, sometimes I just want to just log off, get out of social media, and because it's just the same thing over and but as a journalist you have to keep abreast of every situation that is going on in the country. So it's getting really worrisome, and I feel like solutions journalism is like a breath of fresh air that you're seeing something way different from what you're used to knowing, and it's not just something different, something that adds value to the society, basically. Okay, we had the wrap-up ceremony, the award ceremony in June, and we surprisingly for the first time they had different categories for the awards. There's leadership and then there's the story category, because for every fellowship you're supposed to do a leadership project and you're supposed to do a story project. So my story was nominated as the runner-up in the runner-up category of the story project, and I was given a cash prize of 50,000 naira, a laptop. That laptop was like it's a blessing, because I was hoping to buy a laptop for the end of the year, and that came on a platter of gold, and then a plaque as well. So yeah, that's really amazing for me. Okay, I would say it starts from the mindset. You are not limited as a female journalist. You are not limited. There's so much you can get to do if you just make up your mind to do it. The things that you think that if the male journalists are doing better, you can do it and you can do more, because most of them still get to approach me and be like, Titi, you're doing amazing. You're just doing amazing. And I just want to tell you that also surround yourself with like-minded, supportive female journalists. We have them in our space. Even if you don't know of any, at least you know of me now, so you can reach out to me. I'm willing to coach you through that process. You don't have to go through the long route for it. There are shortcuts that you can easily just get through, and you don't have to feel like you're alone in this, because I believe we can create a network of sisterhood in journalism and just to help each other, basically. Yeah.